Another sad day in Chicago, another sad day for the Chicago Police Department.
A Chicago police officer killed headed home from his shift. Officer Luis Huesca was still wearing his uniform when he was shot multiple times.
He's one of those guys that actually deserves this star. He's very proud to wear this star.
That is Officer Huesca 1 year ago, paying tribute to his friend who had just been killed in the line of duty with CPD. Now, the tribute's coming in tonight for this 30-year-old officer from the hospital to a packed church. Tonight, the Chicago Police Department is mourning police officer Luis Huesca. He was killed just 2 days from his 31st birthday. Tonight, still no word from Chicago police on whether the shooter or shooters have been caught. This morning, officers in uniform lined the street outside the Cook County Medical Examiner's office where his body was taken from the hospital. Mayor Johnson visited with the family of Officer Huesca. In a statement, he offered condolences and support to them and the entire police community, saying the city is committed to putting every resource available towards apprehending anyone involved in this morning's shooting and bringing them to justice. Officer Huesca worked in the 5th District, the same as slain CPD officer Ariana Preston, who died in May of last year outside of her home after she was shot and killed while returning home from a night shift. Joining us now is former First Deputy Superintendent of the Chicago Police Department, Anthony Riccio. He's now Director of Public Safety at Monterey Security. Thank you for being with us on this very tough day. You know, 2 of the last 3 officers killed were shot at, either at or very near to their home. What do you interpret is going on here?
Chris, I think we're in a time when it's a very dangerous time. Violent crime is high throughout the city. Carjackings, of course, we've seen, and we believe this is probably the motive for this officer's death. I don't think that there's a sense of a targeting, because the fact is most of these officers, whether they're off duty or returning from work, are armed. And I think that the offenders that are preying on people that are doing these carjackings would just as soon avoid that sort of a conflict.
Walk us through what's going on inside CPD headquarters in the immediate hours and days after something this horrific.
And it is. It's absolutely horrific. The department kind of grinds to a halt. Operations, as we know them, business as usual is not business as usual. You go into this mourning period. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of sadness.
Former First Deputy Superintendent for Chicago Police, Anthony Riccio, thank you so much for being with us on this very difficult night.
Thank you.
Some in City Council using this case to make the point Chicago shouldn't end its contract with ShotSpotter, as the mayor plans to do later this year. 15th Ward Alderman Ray Lopez says ShotSpotter alerted CPD to this shooting 5 minutes before any 911 calls came in.